What's happening, guys? So, match preview for the final game of the season: Arsenal versus Wolverhampton. This is the climax of the season. This is we're at the finish line now. You know what I mean? Last game of the season. Road to 84 points. And yeah, what a season it's been in terms of the Arsenal giving fans false hope, even though I already knew what was going to happen. I already knew we weren't going to win no league. You know what I mean? And seeing us throw well those competitions, it's like, well, we better win the league then. And yeah, so this is not no exciting end to the season where it's like, oh, well, we're still top or we're just a point behind and what could be. Nope, it's all done because obviously Man City are champions, right? They're champions. So let's have a little read of the preview. Spanish Brendan Rodgers has admitted it may take some time for his Arsenal side to get over their painful failure to land this season's Premier League title crown. The Gunners sat top of the table for 243 days, but a run of just 2 wins from their last 8 outgoings, drawn 3 and lost 3, means they have been knocked off their perch by Manchester City, leading their manager to claim his players must heal ahead of another tilt at silverware this next season. Well, as long as we keep the Spanish Brendan Rodgers at this club, I don't know when we're next going to see silverware, to be honest. I mean, because this fan base has already demonstrated that they are happy with how this season has gone because we've got top 4 and nobody expected us to be in this position. You know what I mean? Never mind that we haven't won a trophy yet again. Arteta's 3rd full season, he hasn't won a trophy. You know what I mean? He won a trophy with Unai Emery's team. The Spaniard would hope that process can start in Arsenal's final game of the campaign, where having lost 3-0 to Brighton in their last match at the Emirates, they look to avoid back-to-back home league defeats for the first time since April last year. History suggests they should be confident of doing that against visitors Wolves, to whom they have lost just 3 times in 28 head-to-heads stretching back to 1980, 120, drawn 5. Well, the thing is Arsenal being Arsenal, I think we'll smoke Wolves, so I'm straight away, I'm just going Arsenal win 4-0. You know what I mean? I can imagine that, might be some players that might get a 2-2 bit of rest in this game. Have a little run out, especially in the new kit, with the gold stripes to mark the anniversary of the Invincibles, which will be, next season's kit. You know what I mean? And ironically, I think that Man City will go invincible next season. So questionable for this game is Nelson, Saka, and Trossard. Trossard and Saka's injury and Nelson illness. So this might be a game where Saka doesn't play and whoever takes his place will end up having a good game. You know how I've been saying that let's just drop Saka for a game or 2. Just have him start on the bench, right? You know what I mean? Like we did Martinelli. And then he came on, scored against Villa, and then you just went from there. All that. You know what I mean? I won't put it past that this game will be the game where Arsenal will play how we should have done in the games that we drop points. It literally would not surprise me one bit. Literally wouldn't surprise me one bit. Now let me just skip to head-to-heads because let's go on both our teams' last 5 games. Our last 5 games, we lost 3 of them and won 2 of them. Lost to Forest, lost to Brighton, beat Newcastle, beat Chelsea, lost Man City. Wolves drew to Everton, lost to Man U, beat Aston Villa, lost to Brighton, and beat Crystal Palace. So, our last matches against. I didn't mean to do that. Our last five, our head to head against Wolves shows the following. Last time we played him, which was what actually shot us into a title race, because Man City lost to Brentford, and then we had to then go and beat Wolves, on which we beat them 2-0. That's when the title race was on. You know what I mean? But what happened to that Arsenal? Fuck knows. So last time we played them, we beat them 2-0 at the Molineux. Last season at the Emirates, we beat them 2-1. And last season, we did the double over them. Last season. Yeah, because I remember, we beat them twice. We beat them 1-0 at their ground, beating 2-1 at Emirates. But in 2021 season, they did double over us. They beat us 2-1 at their ground. They beat us 2-1 at the Emirates. Season before that, we've beaten at their ground 2-0, drew 1-1 at Emirates. That was when Lacazette scored, wasn't it? Oh, no. It was when Aubameyang scored. I remember there was one when Lacazette scored. I'm sure there was one when Lacazette scored. Oh, it might be the 2018 one. I don't know, Mkhitaryan. Anyways, before they did the double overs in the 2020-2021 season, before that, they hadn't beaten us since 2019 at their ground 3-1. So when Wolves beat us at the Emirates, that was their first time doing it. There was no crowd there. Yeah, because before that, Wolves were never beating us. You know what I mean? And the only time they were was at their ground. So the Spanish Brendan Rodgers was dishing out, records to other people, to other teams. Here you go. Here's your first time doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? So yeah. Otherwise, we always beat Wolves. Always. It's just only in recent times that they've been, having their fair share a little bit. But yeah, I expect this game to just be a straightforward game. Like, no pressure on Arsenal. Not really. I mean, nothing to play for other than just get 84 points. You know what I mean? We can't finish any lower. We can't finish any higher than where we are. Like, you know what I mean? It's. But I won't be shocked if we lost to Wolves. But we usually, when it comes to the last game of the season, we usually win our last game of the season. But again, I won't put it past. I really wouldn't put it past us. Fumbling the bag right here, finishing at 81 points. I think the maximum points Man City can finish on now is 92. Right? That's an 8-point difference. Well, whoa. No, that's sorry, no, not 8-point difference. Where am I going? If we don't beat Wolves, we're stuck on 81 points. Right? That's what? 11-point difference. If Man City were to beat Brentford. And we started April top of the league, 8 points clear, them having a game in hand. And man wonder why I want the Spanish Brendan Rodgers out. You know what I mean? The same manner we bottled top 4. Come on now. You know what I mean? Imagine finishing 11 points behind Man City now. And all people are going to say is, oh, well, how do you expect us to compete with Man City? We've been top all league. What do you mean, how can we expect to compete with them? You know what I mean? They'll say that now we're behind them and the champions now. You know what I mean? But were these men saying this when we were top of the league? How can we compete? How can we compete? How can we compete? You know what I mean? But it's just an excuse. That's all it is. It's just a sorry ass excuse. So it did all end in tears, they roll out that excuse. This club and the fans are absolute shambles. But it is what it is. Tomorrow, well, yeah, because I'm gonna upload this. I'll upload this tonight. So tomorrow, 4:30 kickoff, final game of the season. You know, because we've got no other game now. We've got no cup finals, no nothing. Because Arteta didn't fancy taking the FA Cup that seriously. The only competition that kept him a job, the competition that kick-started his Arsenal managerial career. You know what I mean? He won the FA Cup as a player, won it as a manager, and then he just disrespects it the way he did. So this is it. You know what I mean? Unlike the Manchester clubs, they've got one more game after tomorrow, and that's their cup final. We don't. So it's beach time after this, and then it's the final game. So well, I'll be seeing you all next season. We'll see you all in August. Back to the videos and everything like that. Probably for the Community Shield. You know what I mean? The Community Shield might be the first game I do a match preview and reaction to. It might be. And that'll be our chance to actually lift something. And if Arteta was to win that Community Shield, then he's one further than Brendan Rodgers. But he's still a Spanish Brendan Rodgers. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the match reaction for tomorrow's Climax. So, you know how we do. We end the video how we started. Peace out.